everybody, and welcome to my colour and chat. I can't remember which number colour and chat this is, but so I'm currently colouring this page, which is from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers, and I decided to colour this picture the other day because Johanna Basford has a competition on her Facebook group. So this was the picture that we had to colour. We could do it in any way, with any mediums whatsoever. And yeah, so this is my work in progress. As you can see, excuse me, all I've got left to do really is the house and the roof, and then there's a little bit here and a bottle. But I thought I would pop on to chat and finish it off with you. I personally love watching colour and chat videos, so I thought we'd give it a go. Now I'm going to be using Arteza Twi markers, and I will tell you the colours once I've decided which colours I want to use. I used Arteza Twi markers for the background, and let me tell you, this Johanna Basford paper holds water beautifully. I put so much water on this paper with my water brush pen, and it just held it beautifully. So I'm just making sure everything's in frame, and it is. Okay, let me find some browns to use. These come in a set of 100. I think I'm going to do browns for my house, right? I think I'm feeling browns. Don't really want to do greys. So, how has everyone been? I've been missing from YouTube for a couple of weeks now because my arm on that supports my iPad when I'm recording broke clean in half. So I directly contacted the supplier because I couldn't contact them through Amazon, and they kindly ignored my message completely. So I went back through Amazon to Amazon Chat, and well, wasn't very successful there either, because I've had 3 of my last arm thing that supports my iPad, and all 3 have broken. And they replaced one of them in December, but they're now saying that the other 2 that have broken are out of warranty and they won't refund them. So we was basically having an argument with Amazon saying I'm well within my rights, this product is faulty, you know, you should take it from me for a replacement or a refund. Initially I didn't want a refund, I just wanted a replacement so I could carry on my YouTube videos, you know. But they've decided to refund one of them after much arguing, and they said they were doing that out of the goodness of their hearts. Yeah, okay, Amazon. So, you know, I am normally one to highly praise Amazon because I order from there all the time. But sometimes their customer service could do with a little tweaking, you know. So anyway, they've decided to replace one of them, to refund one of them, sorry, so I have to get that sent off. But in the meantime, I just had to fork out £20 for another one because I can't go without making my YouTube videos, and I miss talking to you guys. I'm hoping to do a live stream on Wednesday, so be sure to look out for that. It will probably be around 10 AM UK time. So I have a selection of browns here, and I have my little watercolour palette. These are homemade watercolours that I made, and they're sort of shimmery ones, but I love to use my twine markers as watercolours. So what I'm going to do first is just test out some colours and see what ones I'd like to use. These are quite yellowy, so they're not really what I'm looking for. And that's more of an orangey tone. It's got green undertone to it. Wow, that's red. Aha, now that one is the colour I'm looking for. So that's hazelnut brown. And then this one is cocoa brown. So I think I'll go for those two. Let's pop these others back. And what I'm going to do is simply squeeze some water out, activate these, and then just get rid of them like so. So what I want to do with the darkest colour, which is cocoa brown, is to go around the house, the door and the windows and areas around here that I think would have some shading. And I've realised I've coloured this blue and it's actually part of the house, so I'm going to have to try and rectify that. And then with the lighter colour, hopefully blend in towards the middle where it would be lighter. So my brush is nice and wet. What I'm going to do with the twine markers, I simply just scribble on my watercolour palette, and then down here I squirt a bit of water out. Let's bring that down here a bit. And then all I do is activate like a little bit of it, like so. And I always have a piece of tissue on hand just to take the excess water off. And then hopefully you can see this. If there's a shadow, I do apologise. It's just that the lighting is as good as I can get it. I'm hoping to get some softbox lights in the future for my channel. So I'm literally just blending this out. And it's because the paper's so smooth, it's like the water just sits on it and it doesn't like absorb. And then once the colours took to it, I dampen it off a bit, like so. And then when this is dry, I then go back on with another layer. So, how has everybody been since I last spoke to you all? It seems like an age ago now. I do have a few videos planned for this week because I've obviously been missing on YouTube for a couple of weeks. I want to jump straight back and record for you guys. I absolutely love these Derwent water brushes. I think Arteza do some too, but I don't have any of theirs yet. I would like to test them out. So maybe that's something I could do in a future video. Arteza, if you are watching, hit me up. I absolutely love your products. So what I'm going to do is just draw a bit more of this colour in, because it's not going down this side as dark as I want it to. So just, there we go, just by drawing a bit more of the colour in, like so, it gives me that darker shadowy colour that I'm looking for. And we'll just tap that off. Like so. This has to be one of my favourite methods now of colouring. If I'm colouring with pencils or with marker pens and I get bored of it, I literally just switch to my water brush pen because it's so therapeutic. I'm not sure whether I would get on with like normal watercolours as well as I do with using these pens as watercolours. They just work. I'm just trying to blend that harsh line in slightly and dab it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do then with the hazelnut brown is do a little scribble down here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's move my palette up a bit just in case. And take some water and activate some of this. Like so. Dab off the excess. And then continue outwards. Blend that out a bit. So you see how I've kind of merged that together? Oh, these pens, I love them. They just work. This is a product I will definitely be buying again when they run out, and I'm so thankful to my fiance for buying me these because I adore them. They are probably one of my most used supplies I have now. Okay, so we're just gonna blend this in a bit if we can. And this is only the first layer, so I may go over certain bits again to add more depth if I feel it needs it, or just to blend out some of the lines where the water's dried. Hopefully you can't see my head in this. I have a feeling you might be able to. So even though I'm doing this up here where there's going to be shading, I will go over it again with the darker colour once it's dry. I just want to get like a base layer of colour down. Squeeze a tiny bit more water out. And we need some more pigment. Oops, wrong colour. That is the cocoa brown. We need the hazelnut brown. There we go. Okay. Just go down here under the mushrooms. Hopefully you can see that. Oops, gone on the bottle there. Try and smooth that line a bit there. Like I said, I will be going back over so it doesn't matter too much. So guys, have you got these pens? Have you used them in this way before if you've got them? I'd be interested to know if you've got them and how you use them. I'm actually going away this weekend, travelling north up to Cambridgeshire to spend the week with my parents and my dogs. My puppy and my cat sadly live with my parents. I mean, obviously not sadly, they're being looked after there, but I just wish that I could have them here with me, but they're not allowed in my flat, unfortunately. So I have to keep making trips down there to spend time with them. The sticker's coming off my brush. Let's take that off. Just realised I put quite a harsh line in here without meaning to, and all down here. Let's get some more pigment. Oh, wrong colour again. What am I doing? Go up there, cocoa brown, out the way. I need this one. Got a little bit of water left down here. Let's bring some more in. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that to dry a bit, I think, before I do some more work on it. Yeah, that section's still damp around the top there, So I think I'll do some work on the roof. Now for the roof, I think I might do dark tiles with the cocoa brown. So as you can see, in each little roof tile, the watercolour is pooling slightly, but I want it to do that. I want it to like stain the page, and it takes a little while to seep in because the paper is so smooth, it doesn't absorb straight away. So I don't mind that it's pooling slightly in each tile. Okay, and now I can go back in and just dab those off a bit. So I believe this competition ends on March the 3rd. So if you head on over to Johanna's Facebook group, or I believe she mentioned it on her Instagram as well, you can find the link to this page. She has provided it for a free download for those of you that don't have the World of Flowers colouring book, and you can win. The first place prize, I believe, is a set of 120 Faber-Castell polychromos and a signed copy of the book of World of Flowers. And then I believe there's 5 runner-up prizes which each receive a signed copy of the book. I'm not sure how it's being drawn, whether it's being done via random number generator or whether Johanna's actually picking out her favourite or not. But I mean, it would be lovely to win, but obviously I'm just doing it because I love colouring. And I think by doing competitions, it kind of sets me a challenge and makes me do pages that I wouldn't necessarily do normally. So, and where I don't like pressure all the time of having to finish a page by a certain time, sometimes I like to give myself a little push and a little challenge just to see if I can do it. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this one, and I've buddied up with a few of the ladies in our buddy colourist group, and we are all entering this competition. There's Lynn, Diana, and maybe Samantha off the top of my head. If there's any others, I'm sorry guys, there's just quite a few of you now. I lose track of where I am. But it's so interesting when you're in a buddy up group to see how everybody does things differently and how each person's imagination is. It's like one lady did her house blue. Another lady has drawn bricks in, and obviously I'm doing mine like this, kind of watercolory, whimsical. And there's a lady that's already posted her page, not from our group, but that's entered the competition, and she's drawn some beautiful like forest trees in the background. It looks really nice. I just find it fascinating to to see how everyone's imagination works differently. I'm loving this colour for the roof tiles, I have to say. I think it's working rather nicely. Let's get these little ones under here. Sorry if you can see my head, guys. I'm leaning quite far forward just so I can get these little ones up here. There we go. So yeah, going away at the weekend, hoping to get a few videos up before then. So I'm hoping to get this one up on Wednesday for Work in Progress Wednesday. I'm filming this on Monday the 24th. And then I had a video go up this morning that I've just recorded, which was my very late January colouring book and supplies haul. So go ahead and check that out. I'll leave the link in the description below. I like that. I like that. Not sure what colour I'll do the edge of the tiles yet, but I like that so far. Sorry if that's rocking, that's me. Okay, so this is dry now. So I want to go back in and just darken up some of these edges slightly. So I want to bring some darker shading under here. Once you've put the paint down, it kind of, like the first layer, it kind of gives the paper a tooth then, and it allows the paint to hold on better rather than sliding off the page so much. So just blend that out. Sorry if you can hear banging, my neighbour upstairs has just dropped something on the floor. Let's get some more of this light brown in. So yeah, I thought I would jump on and record this for Work in Progress Wednesday. And it will be another page finished. And I will be uploading my finished pages for February on Friday or Saturday, I believe. I don't like this harsh line here, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it, so we're just going to live with it. You know, not everything is perfect, and this house has imperfections. bring some of this colour down here. And just try and blend. It's pilfering a bit there where it's still wet. Okay, I just need a tiny tad more just to I believe my water brush pen has run out of water, would you believe it? Let's see if we can make it last for this last little bit. There we go. Just darken that area up slightly. And over here. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think we will now switch to pencil. Let's rub this off. Note to self, need to refill my water brush. Okay, pencils. Where are my pencils? Now, I have been using my Black Widows for this page. I feel like I want to bring some more of this red maybe into here. Because it's just like one little spot of red at the moment. I brought this orange in, but I also brought it in over here. The pink I've sort of put in various places, as the purple I have. So I feel like I want to bring some more of that red in. And let me grab my combination sheet. So I can remember what I used. So this is a combination sheet that I made myself. This is for 3 colour combinations. Obviously I've only got the one on it at the moment because I literally just made this yesterday. So we need, out of the Cobra, we need deep red, which is not that one. Deep red. Have I still got these colours out somewhere? Yes, I have. Well, that helps me, doesn't it? Already got them out. Okay. Just going to give them a quick sharpen because I do like them to have a point. Whoops. Get in the pot. There we go. There we go. And we will work on the, I want to call them eaves, but I don't know whether they are. So the colours that I have here are Blood Red from the Scorpion set, Ladybug from the Black Widow set, and Deep Red from the Cobra set. And Blood Red is the one we're going to start off with first. So I think what I'm going to do with these is do a darker end either edge of each eve like that, then come in with the deep red, and then finish off with the ladybug in the middle. Probably doesn't look like there's a transition there, but there is a slight transition. So I'm just going to do that on all of these, and hopefully it will look okay. And sirens outside. So actually I think I have been using a variation of pencils. I've been using Black Widows and Polychromos. Yeah, these are Black Widows. This is Polychromos. These are Black Widows. This is Polychromos, and this is Polychromos. And then I've obviously used some white Posca pen as well, just to do some little details. So all I'm doing is tiny little bits of colour, doing all the same colour, and then I'll go back and do the next colour. Just think it speeds the process up slightly that way. So what work in progresses do you have on the go, guys? Are you like me and have several on the go, or are you quite good at sticking to one until it's finished? I like to swap and change and kind of do what I'm in the mood for. But I knew today I wanted to get this page finished, and what better way than to finish it with you guys. I'm excited for March and a whole new month of colouring. I will sit down at some point, probably in the next couple of days, and work out what books I want to work in during the month of March, because obviously with going away this weekend I will probably take a couple with me, because we're going in a hotel for a few nights. So we like to sort of walk around town during the day, then come back to the hotel in the afternoon and chill and do some colouring. Sorry if you can still hear that siren, guys. It sounds like there's a couple of them. I hope everyone's okay. Kind of sounds like fire engines to me, and police. Right, so that's all that one colour. Now we're going to move on to the deep red. Just bring that down slightly. By no means am I a perfectionist when it comes to colouring. I don't claim I know what I'm doing. I just like to share what I feel works for me, in the hopes that it will work for someone else. You know, I could probably do this 10 times better than what I am doing it, but then it wouldn't be my colouring. Colouring's for fun. We need to, you know, I like to try and challenge myself with my colouring, but sometimes we just need to not overthink it, you know. Sorry if you can't see anything, I am trying to move out of the way of the shade. I actually forgot to do that one. Never mind. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is come in with that final colour and bring it into the centre. Not being particularly neat. I will be going over it with the blender. Just to smooth it all out. The blender pencil I'm actually enjoying the most at the moment, and it works better on my polychromos than the Lyra Splendor blender, which is meant to be the one designed like to work best with the polychromos, but I don't find it does at all. So the one that I'm enjoying is the Koh-i-Noor blender, and you can purchase them from cultpens.com for like 88 pence, which is a bargain. So if you're looking for a blender that works, I can recommend the Koh-i-Noor blender. In fact, look, this little guy was nicknamed Titch the other day, and he is in pencil heaven now. I literally can't get him in the sharpener anymore. I could probably, you know, get that right blunt down, but he's in pencil heaven now. So, speaking of blend pencils, where is my blender? Did I pop it back in here? This is a makeup brush thing. No, that's my new one. Where's my blender taken a wander to? Where, oh where can my blender be? Probably on the floor? No. I didn't really want to have to use my new one. I could use my partner's one, I guess, if I know where his is. Has he got it in his wrap? Oh, there it is. No need, I found it. Have to order some more of these. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend out each of these. I love this blender. And I think we'll do some kind of detailing with the Posca on them as well. Maybe some little dots or lines or something. do these last few down here. Okay, and what I'm going to do with these little white bits here that I've missed, I think, is just go in with a brown pencil. I'm using walnut brown polychromos just to fill those gaps in there. Doesn't matter if they're slightly darker. There we go. I think what else I might do is go round each of these with my polychromos just to define them more slightly and kind of neaten the edges up a bit. Really hope you can't see my head. I have a habit of putting my head in the way. Yeah, I like that. That's making it stand out a bit more. Okay, I'm just gonna pop a point back on my pencil. There we go. Sorry, I'm not talking much now, guys. I'm literally just concentrating on getting these roof tiles finished. Who is your favourite illustrator? Let me know in the comments. I think my personal favourite has to be Konoko Agusa. I like all the like really cutesy animals. I am into interior and exterior design at the moment. I like colouring you know, interiors, furniture and gardens and things. Do you have an artist that you're not scared of but intimidated by? You don't feel that you can do that person's artwork justice? I think Kirby intimidates quite a few people, his artwork, because although it's beautiful, some of them are quite busy. I personally like doing Kirby's work, but I feel like I have to be in the right mood for it, to do like little fiddly bits and things. But the good news is, although he's just released his newest colouring book, he has brought out, or he is bringing out another new colouring book. There's no information on when it's going to be released yet, but I have added it to my Amazon wish list, so that when we get a release date and everything, I can pre-order it. Now, I had already coloured this part that I'm colouring now in a light grey, but I've decided that it's going to look better as a dark brown. So I'm just re-going over that. Okay, so we just have a couple of lids on the bottles and the labels and this little bottle, and we're done. Right, Posca pen. What shall we do on these tiles? Should we do like a little line on them? Or dots? I think we'll do a little reflection. On them. You know, some people wouldn't do this, but I like it. I like the look it gives. See, I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so what I think I'll do with these, this one in particular looks like it's a cork lid, so I'm gonna get burnt ochre polychromos and just colour that in. And then I feel like doing this bottle purple. So we'll give it a base of violet. And then we'll go over with blue violet, just for some shading. like so. And then I'm going to use my polychromos again. No, not my polychromos. My Kohinoor blender. Just get that pink off of there. And blend that out. I think we'll give it a purple lid as well. Like so. I think I will do the labels a light yellow, just so they're not white. And I'm literally just going over this roughly. Going to use emerald green to go around the label on this bottle. I think we'll give this one a green lid because we can. Okay, now I've just got these three things to colour, and I coloured the ones up here in cadmium yellow, so I'll just repeat that and colour these ones down here in it. And I believe that is all. Hang on a minute, I've got some roof tiles up here that I haven't coloured. So I can find my brown again. I will do those with pencil. Apologies if you can see my head. It's just quite high up the page, that's all. There we go. Oops, that doesn't go in there. Centres of the flowers. Keep finding little things. This is dark cadmium orange. Just bring a little bit more of that orange down. And then there's these ones up here. And then the little circles, I'm just going to pop some Posca in, just to make them stand out more. My hand is now at the stage where it's had enough, which is just as well because we are finished our page. There we go. Page complete. She says, keep finding little things. There we go. Yep, I'm I'm going to call that done. So there we have it. I can now enter that into the Johanna Basford competition. I hope you had fun watching this, guys, and until my next video, happy colouring!